It's a very ancient science. It's one of the oldest forms of healing that's on Earth. Evidence has been found that it was practiced in Greek and Egyptian civilizations, for instance, and I'm sure predated those. But to put it simply, it's the science of the application of colour, the vibration of colour, to change or maintain the vibration of the body, to bring about improved health and well-being. In my early 20s, I came across this amazing organisation called the Aetherius Society, headed by a wonderful, true, genuine master of yoga, the true metaphysical yoga, Dr. George King, and you can see his picture there behind me. I don't know if the camera can catch him. I discovered that this organisation taught people how to give healing. And he himself, sure enough, developed a technique called the King Technique, which was one of the, I think, probably the first hands-on healing technique in England, which promoted the fact that anyone can heal. It's the birthright of every man, woman and child to give healing, not just a gift for a few people, which was a prevalent thought in the early 70s and before. And he also was a believer in colour healing. In fact, before the time that he founded the Aetherius Society, I do know that he did practice colour healing. He was a healer of many years. He was a healer from a long time before he founded the Aetherius Society. And colour healing is one of the things which he explored. And in this excellent book here, Realise Your Inner Potential, which was written by Dr. George King, co-authored by Richard Lawrence, there's a whole chapter on there, just an introductory chapter, but very interesting, about the qualities of colour, simple ways of applying colour, and it was published in another older book and has since been reprinted in this book, which has been out about 3 or 4 years. Visible light runs from violet, which is a very fast, quick vibration, right through to red, which is a much slower vibration. A visible light runs from red to violet, and a green is bang in the middle. It's mid-spectrum, very harmonising, very balancing. And if I'm giving, say, colour healing with light, I may very often end my treatment with green, with a few minutes of green as a complete balancer. And Dr. King did recommend, one of the things he recommended is before a spiritual healing treatment, we have a spiritual healing hands-on clinic here every week, that people sit under a green light before and after their treatment. It's very balancing for the whole of the aura and of course the physical body, and you take it in through your eyes, very calming colour. It's also rejuvenating. It's so rejuvenating as well as harmonising and balancing. With colour, it's a truly holistic form of treatment. It works on mind, body and soul as one unit. Our physical body is, after all, a manifestation of what's going on a much deeper level. The main object of the system that I use is really to enable the person to understand the cause of their own illness, their own ill health or stress or whatever it may be. It isn't just a physical thing. Ill health, imbalance, stress, whatever it is a manifestation of something that's going on, perhaps in the emotions, the thought pattern, on a spiritual level. And colour, when it's radiated to a person, not only affects the physical body. I've had people, for instance, who've been had skin complaints healed. It affects the skin, but it's absorbed by the aura. It's taken in through the eyes, and from the eyes it affects the major gland, the pituitary gland of the body. Hence the whole of the endocrine system is affected. It's taken in through the eyes. And it helps bring about an overall balance. And with some regular repetition can help a person come to terms with, work with, understand the cause of their ill health or imbalance, and empower them to really work with it and overcome it. because it is only we who heal ourselves. The finest doctor in the world can't heal us, or the best technique. It is we who decide to get well. The colour is administered through this lamp, which has an automatic timer, and the colours are timed on a particular sequence. After that, he's recently had an operation on his carotid artery, and I intend to give him some localised treatment with colour over the scar area on his neck. It's an automatic timer. The rhythm is based on the Fibonacci system of numbers, where each number is the summation of the previous two. And so it begins with a short blast of the complementary colour and of the main colour, and a longer one of the complementary, and they work in reverse, and ends with a long session with the overall colour and a short complementary one. They operate in reverse.
So it's also based on numerology?
On the classic number rhythm of the Fibonacci system. A system of numbers related to, if you like, the golden mean is found throughout nature, where each number is the sum of the previous two. For instance, 1 and 2 make 3, 3 and 2 make 5, 5 and 3 make 8, and it goes up in sequences like that. And it's the key perhaps behind the spiral of a shell. It's partly because research shows that the patient doesn't know what timing to expect. If you just had, say, 10 minutes of one colour and 10 minutes of the other, we find it's not so successful with healing as when the rhythm of the sequence is more
organic.
Yeah, that's right.